Чё, как жизнь молодая? Ладно,
Нормально.
забей.
Я уже не молодой,
Когда
да?
вы играете? Ну да. Завтра?
22-го.
А,
Не, 22-го.
22-го,
Ну
ёбаный
где?
рот.
Я не вижу,
Чё
где.
вообще,
Я так
чё вообще
заебался эти
думаешь?
проекты играть. Да не знаю, я хочу ливануть нахуй, там еще с бэтбом все обломалось.
Так я
Не,
стримлю, ебанат.
реально? Может, ты офнешь?
Не, я только
Ну ты
запустил
мудак.
час назад.
Ну
Такой
перезапусти.
отец.
Раз, два, три, 1000 купюры у меня. Раз, два, три, братик налет 4, четверка, 5.
Time for all the action on Overpass, and we'll have to wait to see which AWP can come through. Like you mentioned, Michael, we've got Deco, who, all eyes on him as always, and Slacks on the other side has maybe a bit more to prove now that we're back online.
It's not on the A side of things. They are leaving Deco to hold in on that A bomb site. His plan, just delay as long as possible and get confirmation on numbers.
Well, confirmation has been gained, and as soon as he can hear all those bullets coming in his way, he's just going to try and get at least one before he fades out. That's a long pot he's taken for himself. Ends up suffering a goosh because of it, and that gives plenty of time for this bomb to be planted. No kits on them, don't forget that. Fact.
Very dangerous. Travis has to be the instigator. You can see he's probing. Lonks is playing close, so instant headshots are very likely at this range. Glowing, not even anticipating of it, and the double kill comes in nice and swift. This retake is looking like it's getting shut down at the gate. It's not a singular kill. Not even much damage being done to the Sprout side.
Dota Luna – сервис аналитики и предсказания матча искусственным интеллектом. Dota Luna парсит демки, потом вытаскивает из них уникальные события, размены, экономику, эффективность гранат и так далее. На основе этих данных искусственный интеллект предсказывает результат матча. Сервис дает полную статистику по предсказаниям на главной странице, которая обновляется после каждого завершенного матча. Матчи, в которых Dota Luna уверена больше всего. Коэффициенты от 1,3 до 3. Точность выше 70% подходит тем, кто не любит рисковать. Андердоги. Матчи против коэффициентов БК. Коэффициенты от 1,89 до 4,5. Банк растет быстрее, но и риски выше. Каждый может выбрать подходящую именно ему стратегию. В сервисе отмечаются и не зашедшие матчи. Сервис ничего не скрывает. Dota Luna дает предварительный прогноз до начала матча. Прогноз уточняется после пика командами. Также есть возможность смотреть трансляции матчей прямо на сервисе.
I don't think he's been spotted out so far. He's just much more concerned about this long crunch to maybe come through. Deco good with the first, and as Sprout will be fading away, they do let out a quick flashbang. Molotov as well. Ready, Zyphon will find Deco, so the trade is good, but can they discover Travis before Lollipop eliminates them? They're trying to re-navigate back to Long, but Lollipop won't let them get there. Bomb's been dropped as well, right next to Headshot. That's a 4-2. Sprout struggling to scale.
Good kill from Slacks, only on the right, but clearing the left and making sure that there's nobody in his close corners. Lollipop still hasn't been flushed out, and he could really just find another kill here. Timing would be great. Flash for him will be thrown. Lollipop trying to set his teammates up for it, and actually not being able to find too much. Deco will fall. So things kind of slow down here for Sprout. They know that they've instigated some action, and there's likely to be rotations towards this A site, but I'll make it too readable. They divert over towards Long. That's where the brunt of the assault is coming from, as well as the late lurk from Zyphon. So Travis is boxed in, and it will be a 3-on-3 on the site.
Double D flash to go through. Travis isn't boxed in. They're boxed in with Travis, and going is right there with him.
We'll have a pistol that can do a little bit more damage at range. They're trying to contact up into this A bomb site. One singular flash, Lollipop blinded up, and so that allows him to get distance in. He didn't have head armor, so that Glock does a whole lot of work, but Travis makes sure that rifle does not leave into enemy hands. No problems here for one win.
Flash being lined up for a quick B-pop, and this is going to be just a train to run forward. They will end up falling apart. Flamey, though, while blind is only good for the one. And the repeat back out over is going to wait for Travis to make his way down. The only problem is they don't have any incendiaries or grenades to try and prevent the bomb from being planted, so instead they'll do it the old-fashioned way with bullets and brain and brawn, and they've got plenty of each. Back down to a 2-on-2.
Oh, big mistake. Had utility to make this plant on the bomb site possible, and now Stairs has put into the 1v2, doing damage, but Travis will find the trade in the end. Really a chance for that 2v2 defective.
Yeah.
We've definitely seen as well, attitudes have changed.
for sure. Deco right now, though, is about to start farming them up. Good for 2, and he's set up for doesn't actually have a flashbang, so Travis can't feel too comfortable moving inwards. Otherwise, you betcha he would have liked to go in, and flash or not, Travis gets a frag regardless. Lollipop will be the trade, and Travis gets aggressive from behind it, drops the ball, and guarantees his safety.
Well, it's not guaranteed just yet. If he crosses, Zyphon is holding him in position. Travis has to be sharp, and he is exactly that. Looking real good here for one win. Oh, God. Wow.
Oh, that's such an annoying angle as well that it's held by Travis, but actually as far as back through it.
That looked like instincts as well.
Yeah. Oh, nicely trained, man.
Might have managed an advantage in the guessing game, though. Majority of the players are setting up outside of B, and there's only Flamey really here to stop it.
Flamey's got to be careful. Almost fought with a flashbang in his hand, and now that he's spotted them out, the bomb's been dropped, and he's repositioning, but Zyphon's there to cover him off. The problem is the trade, and Slacks isn't there to try and participate in it. Finally given an opportunity and a second to debut, but Deko instead tags him up through the wall the same way Slacks finds his first kill. That's how he gets tagged up enough for Lollipop's nade to take him down. So many more players over towards the B bomb site, man. First kill comes through. Deko's gone, glowing as well. Refresh, that's one way to do it. Deep Molotov will be immediately smoked off, but another to follow through. It's also going to land inside that smoke. Refresh getting so much territory. Will go ahead and find a third, a triple entry to make his way inside. Hello, Cadian, is that you?
And he won't move. He's just being a complete nuisance. He knows that if he keeps these players pinned in position, he might even just kill them all. Wow. Refresh. A fourth. Fastest short Molotov I've ever seen.
Man, Zoppon's going to end up holding the fly 7, isn't he?
No.
Doesn't even need to. That's just a free kill that he, free gun that he could actually end up finding over here. Well, resistance about to be met right here, but Slacks is meeting it right back with the bullet. Deko still alive inside. Lungs, what a shot from him. Turns around for a second opportunity, but Travis wins that one outright. Molotov being set up for the back of truck, I do believe, and that was going to end up blocking out his own teammates from actually taking the fight. He wants to funnel them through to the other side. Flamey, good for the one, almost goes and finds a second. Refresh has to pull out the clutch.
15 seconds and no HP. Going in towards that B bomb site is going to be a massive risk, and they are splitting up here on the side of one win, but Refresh is completely boxed in. As soon as he gets off this, very likely that glowing just takes him out of the equation, and the headshot, it'll just be there to confirm it. Success was a Refresh 4K, and that can't be relied upon to be successful every time. So persistent. Slacks clearing out that post left. Deko will respond with his own AWP. But a 4-on-3, and they are slowing down. The Molotov and the smoke that was deployed earlier on has made things awkward. Refresh finding this kill through the smoke, and they get the double entry they need to. 10 seconds, there's no one around to deny this plant here for one win, and with the bomb going down.
They've used what, their last flashbang available on this bomb site itself? Deko's got another one actually, and before he can deploy it, Lunks is already inside. It's a quick shot through. Flashbang now deployed from Deko. They find nothing off of it, so now you're out of the utility to give you a favorable duel. And look at what Sprout is doing. They're getting the hell out of there. Stair already. He's opening up a checking account right now, and he's checking out Lollipop. He's feeling pretty good about that one. Opens up the A-bomb
site with the limited resources that one win have available from CT. Travis is stuck. And
he's dead.
Yeah.
This time you can't save. Glowing and Deko have got to go for this one. We've seen this 2 versus 5-1 4 times over now. Finally, we'll see an attempt made at it, but don't think that attempt's going to amount to too much. Sprout teeing up for the 8th, despite that big lead that one way had initially. Just not able to do anything from it. We're off to a break in the T sign that can put an end to this domination.
8-7 for CT. The nerfs were too much. Didn't really a factor, I will admit, but Lonks will be the factor to instigate at least some action over for Sprout. The first kill is there, and they immediately fall back. They want to try and get to the site faster than one win can pedal their way in.
Max is hoping to quickly shut them down. Nice shot to start things off. Not actually revealing that second player. Flashbang is what helps them with another peak. Long's good for a second. Could it be 3? No. Travis shuts him down, but only to be refragged by Refresh, who's still hiding in behind this Optimus. So iPhone comes through to replace him. Refresh even goes for the old loop-de-loop. Won't be needed.
Well, one win have got their hands onto AKs, which have a wooden finish. Well, I'll save that. One's close. Flash is great. Glowing completely overwhelmed, and the trade is going to be lined up there from Deko.
I'm surprised. Oh, Deko's inside this one. Never mind. I was about to say I'm surprised he's not burning, but it makes a lot more sense when you're covered by water. Or whatever smokes are made of. Lollipop quick trade out Zyphon. Can't do much more than actually hope to land the dink. And the second player is Refresh, who's substituted him, Travis. Nice shot from him, but Stair keeps things even. 2 versus 2. Slack still will have a hard time getting involved over here. So it all comes down to Stair and whether he can actually get into position in time. Slack's demise is met, but he does deliver at least one shot over. That could be a quick second from Stair. Will be able to connect and back to a one-on-one. But the problem is Travis could be any of a position as can be.
Yeah, real paranoia here for Stair. So concerned about somebody pushed forward, but when he gets on this bomb finally in the later stages of this defuse, he's going to think he might even just have it, and this would be a free kill for Travis. If he peeks out wide enough, okay. Got a little nervous there. He only gave it a haphazard jiggle. And so they have gotten one win in the half. Haha, low-hanging fruit. Nice kills to come out at the start of this round, though. Refresh taking a lot of damage via a tag and then a bag from Flamey, but there's an advantage gained back. Keeping it at least a level between the two squads. Maybe a little flash play or just actually contacting right into short water. Lollipop wasn't expecting this whatsoever. One player will dart back, but actually just fake the jump. The kills have come in nice and quick here for one win, but the bomb is nowhere near the players that are
So all they've got is their crosshairs, their left mouse buttons, and their prayers. And with 2 players inside monster tunnels, this might be answering those very soon. Deko and Lollipop make quick work of them, and this is where Longs could be discovered as well. Travis eliminates what could be one of the last points of contention. Stair. Final hurdle to cross before this B-bomb set can be fully occupied, and Slacks is most likely forced to save, but Deko's there to cover off his teammate. Flamey. More than happy about that.
Yeah, really well done, really well read. And this might actually push Slacks out of his comfort zone, usually a very passive AWPer.
Yes.
Or you can simply sit back and wait, but timing is great here for Zyphon.
Oh!
Wow! Double kill really quick, and Slacks will find another as well. Lollipop answering back with a double himself, and the rifle...
Longs and Stair just waiting around by the sideline. Lollipop needs to quickly get a tap out or something like it. Bomb's been tapped in the meanwhile. Stair will not be mollied up, and Longs from the side comes in, seals the deal. Not the way that one win wanted to go, but it is the route that Sprout will deliver them back. What a round from Zyphon being
on this map. Sprout will start CT side, and they have the kit double flashes here for refresh. The flash will sail out just so that they can fancy a peek, but as the execute comes in for one win, they're not ready for this player on side of the site. Stair taking a long time for that first duel, gets dropped and traded, but Longs comes into action, and it's nice sharp taps, but eventually traded as well. Refresh just trying to tuck.
Drop on my HP to work with, but he doesn't need it either. Go forward, gotta be careful. Going does pop off a warning shot, but that's more of a warning to himself before he backs off. Travis, beautiful kill to be found. Longs not expecting the full wide swing, and Deko with the wall bang discovers Slacks over back and Donut. We've had so much impact these past 2 rounds now, and the B bomb set looking pretty much vacant. A bomb set as well, actually. Now the question's more about whether you want to go into Zyphon or Longs, rather, or Stair at this point. Turns out both of them packing a punch.
Zyphon got over towards this B-bomb site rather quickly. They may not know that he's already crossed. Flamey will get there in time as well to cover his behind, but the smoke should separate the two of them. Deko needs to hit this shot, or at least prioritize his own life and keep Zyphon guessing. Nice and easy. No stress.
These mid-contests coming out from Sprout have also been generally a little bit lighter as well. And Slacks has been much more heavily prioritizing peeking into it with an op than maybe I expected it, and he's been punished for it now. Trying to cover off Donut to Zyphon, not expecting Glowing to already be here despite the thunder footing forward. Glowing almost caught with the smoke in his hand, and instead it's Refresh who's been called to action as he's got to try and...
on the A site, and now a Molotov thrown. Flamey will announce his presence. My calling card. Cave player if he's fast about it, but no, not even overstepping past ledge. He just wants to be close enough to this site to do something.
Oh, Deko's keeping an eye out for him, but not long enough! Longs, that second kill is massive. It sets up perfectly for Slacks, who just has to watch out, but the flashbang will keep him at bay. And Stair unable to get involved in time. They're expecting both players to be coming in from the B ramp area. Definitely not expecting a double up over here. Longs was so fast about committing to the hard rotate backwards, and now Stair comes in from the side. It's a freebie, and it's still not Longs to be revealed, so Travis has to be focused in. Stair just does it all on his own.
Well, over towards B, but actually trying to close the gap. Yeah, this is very dangerous. Nade will sail out, but not enough. No flash to help cover the progress. Siphon's one just goes a little too shallow, and Travis, they got that cave control as a result of the Deco AWP, and Deco will strike again. Really heating up in this T side and finding
a lot there. What is that smoke? Travis finds Stair looking completely the other way. That smoke surely isn't a real thing. Refresh and then peeks out right at the perfect timing. Keeps things in a 3-on-3. Problem is going to be Zyphon, who is coming in on the flank, and they don't actually have a smoke to try and block off Donuts. So this is going to be such a more difficult peek, but Longs goes down first. And the flashbang from the T side actually ends up working against them because they self-blind. A great flash thrown up, but it's a missed opportunity for Deco. Zyphon's going to continue to strafe outwards and take the peak. And now it's all flaming. Bullets running out, but he'll still get the triple. One win. Well, that's because they had no idea about whether there could be someone in cave at that moment or not. Oh, boost up is there, but the trade is better. CTs fall apart and immediately Sprout move to save. They've got 2 flashes is all they've got, so this should very much be Slacks' round, considering he is playing from Temple, and there's almost no way to flash that position off. Now is also being spotted out by Stair, but Stair just loses that duel, and suddenly Slacks will be a little bit more obsessed with CT spawn, and as soon as he starts to take the peek backwards, realizes that Travis has got no reason to actually contest him right now, and Deco's found refresh. Travis now swings back out wide, he's got the frag, and Longs will be soon to follow. 1 win. Well, that's a way to start things off. Deco sticking true to his name. I know it's Deco, but come on, guys. That's the one casualty so far, but it does force Sprout to be playing it a bit more passively. Lollipop feeling mighty lonely back in the A-bomb site, but Sprout might be heading over to give him some company.
Yeah, being a solo A anchor is a pretty lonely job. Even your donut player is really more concerned about mid than A.
Blowing. He wishes he can get himself too, but Zyphon trades it out even so, making it more and more dangerous as time goes on, especially with Flamey's scout being there to keep an eye out on things. Smoke down, but oh, Flamey doesn't even try and attempt the spam through. Refresh taking charge forward. A bomb dropped over to him. Stair has to get this refrag, but he's going to take some damage forward. And while the smoke goes down, that gives a bit more space to Deco to be able to come in from behind with the Mach 10. Zyphon surely going to have to be very careful about this angle, but Deco checks it. Zyphon's gone, not even a headshot needed. Stair needs to get this one done all on his own. 30 HP is all he's got. And as Flamey starts to scope in, it's just a straight shot to the feet. And AK recovered and around with it.
Yeah,
Stair's been spotted out, glowing. This is where you start to wonder how he's going to be taking the peek. They're not checking it! He pre-fires into the rifle as well, but they don't realize it because the lack of audio cues, or rather the muted audio cues that the A1 does still provide. Glowing's there with 3. Brilliant round from him already. Even with the bomb down, he could be going for even more. Searches for the ace, but instead ends up unwittingly giving Stair some space. And with Lollipop already being down, Stair knows he can just hightail it over to the bomb side and get the immediate plant. No utility to back it up, though.
1v1s. All about whether Stair reads it or not. No, Deco just takes the challenge. That's a risk certainly being basically mine-sweeping with their bullets through the wood wall.
Oh, he is almost caught up, and if that's that's anything other than an AWP, he's dead. Slacks is just caught completely unaware instead. Deco's getting...
He didn't grab it.
He doesn't realize it either. Flamey, in the meanwhile, what a shot from him to be traded out immediately after. Now Deco's got the AWP to try and work off. Stair is gone as a result of it. Bombs rotated back immediately. Longs wants nothing to do with it. The A-bomb site is completely empty, but guess what? The path to it is not. Lollipop is going to be looking to cut off Longs, and he might be able to do so successfully. Lollipop catches him out. Heard the footsteps from a mile away.
And that's the thing. You know, you see, you just... The urgency he has coming back into that area behind the smoke that they themselves have thrown. Sprout have not been able to get the entry that they were hoping for, nor can they maintain the pacing. Stairs lurk, will find success in finding this B-side player, so now access and the bomb is making its way over. It's all about whether Stair can stay alive and maintain that spot for Sprout.
There was a gap in the smoke and Flame. He'd already moved through it. The only question is, does Stair realize it? There's another player around the corner as well. The only one with utility is Slacks, and he's got a full belt. As soon as the flashbang goes out, that's when Flamey takes a peek. The flash is too late. He's full blind, but it won't matter. Second flash from himself to try and set up for Lollipop to take the peek. What a beautiful set of utility being flung out.
This mid area has to have some kind of presence applied to it. Leffen's tried his best so far, but he's out of utility and might just have to try and take a dry fight.
And you just need some dry headshots, that's for sure. Stair trying to start off with a quick double. That could be it. Sprout not ready to give up game point yet, but neither is Deco. He wants to continue fighting back out. Over. Repeaks back in, but a missed shot is going to be his death. Demise waiting around the corner, delivered by Slacks, and it's a bomb. All about responsibility, man, and right now I would not want to take too much of it either. I say that by going, oh, he is leading the charge. He's getting ready. He hears them all as well. Nearby, takes the peek out, but he gets absolutely nothing. Stair again on the spray transfer attempted to try and make it a double, but right now he is so happy with the kill they've just found.
It all comes to a grinding halt and maybe a moment's silence here for one win as they start to realize they've dug themselves a rut. They wanted to go for a 16-14, but might end up on the receiving end of that scoreline. Lollipop had to be able to deliver, but kills have been found either side. Flamey wins his extinguishing the flames. He wants to try and keep the pressure applied, but Zyphon is there, holding with the AWP, but Flamey taps him out of the equation. Refresh, it's now all about the in-game leader to pull this over the line here for Sprout. It's not looking good for the next round, but they have to think about the round in front. Refresh still considering other options.
Refresh is the one with the utility. He's the one with sightlines. He's the one with everything to work off of. All Flamey can do is try and be wily about it. Taps it out, and Refresh will be able to just take the quick peek. He knows Flamey's not looking his way, and Sprout. Oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. Flashbang from Deco also being lined up. He's going to be looking to pop them through. Refresh just gets it done. Slacks also covering them off, and they should know there's a player close by as well. Deco has to come through with a big Deagle glowing. Good for the first. He even goes ahead and gets two right behind it. Deco's being set up, but Slacks to keep an eye out just in case. Travis, the only player left on the B-bomb site, and we're one win. Put it over, maybe even make it a one-on-one for him. It seems like both of those have got to be a requirement. A flashbang in the turned away, but Lunks is ready regardless. Surely this is it, Lunks, to put them to bed. 16-14. Sprout may make it close, but they still make it through, and that's what matters. 2-0.